back to Stressless Now we're on to Blue Week, and for There's Something New, one of the ones that is quite exciting to do is talk about weather. And you could go outside and have a look at what the weather is and all that kind of thing, but you can recreate it as well. So I've just been experimenting with it this morning. So basically it's a really easy thing to do. You basically I find it works best with warm water. So fill a glass with warm water up to about sort of a third of the way, and then make some shaving foam clouds. I've got really puffy ones, look. And then you get some blue food colouring. Now I only had blue food gel, and that doesn't work, and so you have to mix that and make it watery, and then you can make rain. I don't know how well this is going to film, but we'll have a go. Let's see what happens. Oh, ready? Takes a little while to do. Here we go. Can you see it? Look. Look, it goes through the cloud. And then it's raining. It's really fun. Now, of course, if you've got like syringes, then that would be even more exciting because you get more of like a drip going on, but that's quite fun. And then to get the cloud part out, because obviously that's then turned blue, and then you can play with that. So blue shaving foam play. It's very exciting. So another weather thing you can do, if you haven't got snow outside, which we currently have, is blend a whole load of ice cubes. Now this is really loud, so I'd advise doing this, maybe like send them outside for a moment or something, because it's super loud. But basically if you blend a load of ice cubes, it basically makes snow, and then you've got indoor snow play. So again, if you look back on any of my videos with Bowl of Ideas, then there are some things that to do with water there, so making water instruments, that's quite fun. And also any kind of the bath stuff that I've done, which is in a playlist called How to Make Bath Fun or something. I'll try and put a link. So any of those, indulge in. What else? If you've got any blue pillowcases, now obviously this can be done with any colour pillowcase, but because blue is kind of a hard colour in nature and all that kind of thing, it's like, oh, let's use blue for this one. So you could do sack races using pillowcases, if you've got blue ones. Carry on with the water theme, because obviously that's like the obvious one to go to. If you have any little plastic characters, particularly if they are sea creatures, you can get like a box of those for about £1, can't you, in Asda? And they're just like little plasticky rubbery ones, so they can go in water and stuff. And then sort of put them in ice cube trays and then make ice cubes, and so they're like half sticking out, and then you could either put them just on a tray and they've got to rescue the sea creatures by getting them out of the ice, or you could put them in the bath, because it's like, whoa, that's cool, then when it touches them and stuff, that's quite fun. And also they can like slide along, so if you've got like a smooth surface, the bath is a good one for this. And then even with the dry bath, and then you can like go whoosh, and then they slide down because they're on ice. It's like curling but with ice cubes. A fun one to do, and you have to be a bit of a sport to do this, but basically particularly if it's like a warm day or something, is you have a game where you ask questions, and every time the child gets a question right or you get a question wrong, you get to basically have like a cup and a really big bottle, and every time the child gets a question right, they get to pour in some water into the bottle, and basically by the end of the time, so say like set a timer for 10 minutes or something, and basically however much water is in at the end, they get to pour over your head. Do it over the bath. That's great fun. That's a particularly good one to do. So say for instance, if you're doing like schoolwork with your older children, and like it's a spelling test or something like that, and they're like quite boring, they can be, although there are ways to make them fun, but I'll do another video about that another time. But basically, if you do something like that with them, so that at the end of each day, if they've done okay with their schoolwork or something, they get to pour some more water in, and then at the end of term, they get to pour it over your head. It's a good motivation tool as well. Another fun one to do is tadpole racing. There's a little bit of prep for this, but not much. You could either use your blue painter's tape, or if you've got like a piece of like silky blue material, then, or maybe like killer pillowcase, so it's like long, and stretch it across carpet, floor probably, like a hard floor would probably work better, and then you make tadpoles, and I'll show you how. So to make the tadpoles, you need a marble and some tin foil, not very much, just a little bit. And what you do is you kind of wrap it round, so it's like that, but so that the ball can still roll. So kind of sort of almost do it like a little cap look like that, and then you make the tail. So there we go, look, it just needs to be able to roll like that, and then, because you've got the little tail like that, then you roll it across the floor. It's really fun, and you can have races. Remember, this is something that my dad showed me while we were waiting for getting ready to go to school. We were allowed to have tadpole races in the hallway while we were waiting. Look, they're so cute. And obviously you can draw in eyes and all that kind of thing. But that is really effective, and it's great fun because they don't go in a straight line. They kind of go woo, like that because of the tail. It's great fun. Of course, the blue tape, if you've got painter's tape, you know, you could use any of the blue tape stuff that I've done on a playlist. Again, I'll put a link in the description, because that's, you know, that's great fun as well. And then of course bubbles. Yeah, good.